Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to use two different types of fasting to lose 140 pounds fast. So the first kind of fasting that I'm going to be using, I have already actually spoken about, and it's a protein sparing modified fast. It's probably not fast in the traditional sense that most people think, where you're not eating any food. My understanding is that it's a fast in that you're not getting energy from your food. That's the way I think it's supposed to be understood. So I'll technically be consuming 800 probably to 1200 calories a day, or I am consuming, since I'm currently doing it, 800 to 1200 calories per day in the form of protein and trace carbs and fats. But in reality, that protein that gets consumed is going to be used to ensure that I have the protein required to keep muscle on my body. It's not going to be used to be burned as energy in the same way that carbs and fats are. So, and that's I think why in the literature it's called a fast, a protein sparing modified fast. But it does a really great job of reducing hunger. Every time I eat a meal, they're not big meals, people. So I'm eating chicken breast, like teriyaki chicken breast over cauliflower rice, or I had like ground beef seasoned with taco seasonings over green beans, stuff like that. Pretty small meals, right? Not anything to write home about, but I finish those meals and I am full. I think part of that is just because my stomach is in the process of shrinking after not having eaten much food for so long. But regardless, the meals themselves are filling. There are some comments that I want to make about a protein sparing modified fast, things that you would probably want to know. Supplementation is very important just because of how little you're eating. You're really not going to get all the nutrients that you need to stay healthy, to stay in good condition. And so that's an important point to make. So for that reason, I am supplementing a good amount. So I'm taking a normal multivitamin. I am supplementing with salt. I have fasting salt, so it's salt, potassium, and magnesium. Those are really great if I'm getting like a headache or something. I can take like a shot of minerals, and that typically helps. But on top of that, if you just salt your food really well and maybe like drink a little cup of salt water occasionally, you'll probably stay all right. But that is, and then also people mention, I'm not taking one right now, but I will be soon. Fish oil tabs, just getting essential fatty acids in your diet is also very important. So that's something that I'm going to start doing in the near future. But all in all, so far, protein sparing modified fast, I like it fine. I mean, it's difficult, of course, because you're just not eating very much. I eat 2 to 4 times a day. If I'm working from home, I might eat 4 times a day. If I'm working in the office, then I will typically only eat twice a day. And I generally try and save some space at the end of the day to have a little Jell-O. So it's just something that I enjoy. It doesn't really have any protein in it, but it's so few calories. It's like non-fat, almost no sugar, not even 100 calories for a little container. It's just something to help me stay consistent while I'm dieting. So that is the first kind of fasting. The second that I'm actually experimenting with right now is extended fasting. And the way I'm going to do this is, that's what I'm doing right now. Today I have not eaten, and I'm not going to eat today at all. I'm probably going to go the next 3 days without eating. And if it works well, so if I continue to see fat loss at the rate that I expect to see, that I want to see, and if I don't feel like just absolute trash the entire time, then I'm going to keep doing it. And I'll likely just cycle a protein sparing modified fast for 3 days a week, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday through Monday, I will do an extended fast, just a water fast, where I'm just taking supplements, maybe some light caffeination, like diet sodas or something, and that's it. So that's something that I am experimenting with right now, and I'm hoping that it turns out well. The reason that I'm fasting over the weekends is because weekends are rough on a diet. If you've ever dieted and you have family or friends that want to go out and stuff, it's really hard to eat on the weekends and stay consistent, to stay on plan. That's something that I've always struggled with. I have a very large family, both my family that I grew up with, my wife's family, so my in-laws, just a huge family, and there are always birthdays, there are always baby showers, there are always events happening, and that can be something that's difficult to deal with. So that's why I'm doing it over the weekends, and I think that's something that I'm going to stick to if this first one works out right. Now, I'm only going to be doing these two kinds of fasting in the fat loss phase. So I'm still going to have a maintenance phase where I, for 6 weeks, am eating at maintenance calories. Right now, while I'm fasting, doing protein sparing modified fast, I'm not going to be tracking any macronutrients, any calories or anything. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm just, winging it. When I'm doing my maintenance phases, those are going to be tracked. I'm going to be tracking everything that I eat to make sure that I'm getting roughly around maintenance calories. And hopefully my calories will be able to come up substantially from where they are now, and I'll be able to feel a lot better. But that is something that I plan on doing in the future. With regards to a timeline, really, I'm hoping that between 2 fat loss phases and 1 maintenance phase, I'll be done. So that's my goal. The reason I'm going so fast and so hard at this is because I want to minimize the amount of time that I'm dieting. I hate dieting. I've always hated dieting. I've been dieting and trying to lose fat on and off for 15 years, and it is exhausting. I don't like it. I've tried tons of different more moderate approaches, but I'll save like maybe a background of my dieting experience for another video where I'll be able to go in a bit more detail. But no, I am not trying to draw this out. So I think between the 2 12-week long fat loss phases and 1 6-week maintenance phase, I can drop from where I currently am, or from where I started at 340 pounds down to 200 pounds. That's the goal. So that would put me finishing up around March or April of next year, and that would be about 7.5 months from when I started. So 140 pounds, 7.5 months, that's my target. And I think I can do it. I think as long as I stay focused and I continue to lift and get the activity that I need, that I'll be able to meet that target. So I'm super excited to move forward. I'm super excited to try out extended fasting and see the results that I'm able to get with that. And I look forward to making more of these videos and keeping you guys updated as I make changes and tweaks to ensure that I'm able to lose 140 pounds in 7.5 months. All right, if you liked that video, go ahead and check out this one where I explain the 3 most important principles for how to lift weights while you're losing fat.